ChatGPT. What exactly lies at the edge of the unmistakable universe? Without a doubt, this has remained confidential for quite a while, controlling interest in principle among scientists and enthusiasts the equivalent. Regardless, the James Webb Space Telescope holds the best approach to revealing this gigantic mystery with its solid central focuses looking further into space. It has actually made a noteworthy statement of what lies at the edge of the perceptible universe. At the point when we examine the edge of the universe, understanding the possibility of the visible universe is essential. The visible universe consolidates all that we can see, measure, and study from Earth or our space-based telescopes and exploratory tests. Right now, it contains stars, systems, and other brilliant articles that are within our observational reach. Therefore, what's the qualification between the universe with a capital U and the observable universe? In direct terms, the observable universe is just a little piece of the entire universe that we can study and comprehend. While the complete size and condition of the entire universe are dark, there is a normal width of the unmistakable universe, which is around 93 billion light-years. By, a light-year is a unit of distance that light goes in 1 year, which is about 5.88 trillion miles or 9.46 trillion kilometers. Accordingly, the width of the observable universe, 93 billion light-years, is an unimaginably gigantic field, spanning about 546845687.5 billion trillion kilometers, showing the great size of our tremendous natural components that is hard to attempt and value. Nevertheless, for what reason is the universe so unfathomably enormous? The response lies in its beginning stages. The hypothesis of how things came to be tells us that generally 13.8 quite a while ago, the universe was brought into the world in a solid impact. This tricky event set off a rapid turn of events, and from that point forward, the universe has been reaching out at an unquestionably faster speed, driven by strange forces like faint energy. As the universe expanded, particles of matter began gathering together due to the force of gravity, forming surprising plans like stars, systems, and ultimately even planets like our loved Earth. Over multitudinous years, these tremendous plans expanded and became more complex, leading to the extraordinary assortment of things and eccentricities that we notice throughout the universe today. Notwithstanding the vastness of the universe, it is predominantly void. To place it in context, if we cut back our entire local planet gathering to the size of a quarter, the nearest star would still be the distance of 2 soccer fields away. This is essentially inside our smooth-way inestimable framework, which is one among billions in the conspicuous universe. You could consider, for what reason could we anytime see the entire universe? There are 2 elements that get a handle on this. The head reason is that light requires some venture to go through space. At the moment that we take a gander at distant objects in the universe, we're truly seeing them as they were in the past. The farther away an article is, the more its light has taken to reach us. Along these lines, by seeing far-away vast frameworks, we're essentially thinking back in time, unraveling the authentic background of our universe. The ensuing clarification is the universe's expansion. Envision spots on the external layer of an exploding GRO. As the inflatable expands, the specks make some separation from one another. The same standard applies to the universe, where frameworks are drifting isolated as space itself expands. This expansion makes the light from faraway articles become stretched out as well, moving towards longer frequencies, which we see as redshift. Finally, a couple of articles will move past our observational reach as they retreat past a particular distance. Considering these components, it's not stunning that we haven't seen the entire universe yet. As of now, the thought of the edge of the universe is a sublime subject that has intrigued specialists, academics, and brains for seemingly forever. We have an extensive variety of hypotheses about what lies beyond, yet reality remains tricky. Regardless, there are 3 theories that stick out. The key speculation is just the universe proceeds with, in every case, everlastingly. This hypothesis relies on the cosmological standard, which communicates that the universe is isotropic, meaning that it seems indistinguishable toward every way. Assuming this rule turns out true to form, it proposes that the universe reaches out ceaselessly without a cutoff. That is what the ensuing speculation suggests. The universe is restricted, however, it doesn't have a sensible edge. On the other hand, this suggests it's tantamount to a beast ball, and if you progress forward toward any way, you will eventually return again to where you started. The third hypothesis is the multiverse theory, which suggests that our universe is only one of numerous. Imagine a ton of equivalent universes, each with its own plan of rules and properties. These universes could be entirely unexpected from each other or, on the other hand, somehow related. In this manner, we've examined thoughts incorporating the edge of the universe. By checking arranged theories out, we've allowed us to coordinate our focus toward a magnificent gadget that holds the likelihood to uncover knowledge on these mysteries. The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST. This incomprehensible telescope permits us to look far back in time and track down unexpected articles from the start of the universe. The JWST, with its high-level capabilities, has enabled cosmologists to peer once more into the start of the universe. Additionally, plan to have your brain blown. They've unintentionally tracked down something unanticipated. In another report disseminated in the journal Nature, the JWST found 6 immense universes that existed between 500 million and 700 million years after the huge explosion. Experts were simply expecting to find little as of late framed frameworks. Anyway, the JWST got them. They are way greater and more unexpected than anyone anytime imagined, testing what we expected. We had some consciousness of the early universe, yet that ESN not all. Scientists, moreover, found something unbelievable. These universes are essentially as experienced as our 13-billion-year-old Smoothway universe. The mass of stars inside all of these things adds up to a couple multiple times greater than that of our Sun. According to the assessment, one of them explicitly might be whatever amount 100 billion times our Sun's mass. For relationship, the Smoothway contains a mass of stars tantamount to roughly 60 billion suns. This telescope has an extraordinary power. It can see things that are intangible to our eyes. By using infrared light, it gets the feeble sparkle from old stars and vast frameworks that have been around for seemingly forever. This infers the JWST could, from a genuine perspective, at any point take us back in time, giving a concise glance at what the universe appeared to be around 13.5 quite a while back. By and by, here's where it gets genuinely intriguing. The universe is surveyed to be around 13.7 billion years old. So this disclosure has flipped around things. It looks like overhauling the set of experiences books. These gigantic universes, nicknamed universe breakers, have specialists scratching their heads. They tested by far most of the models we had for early universes. We utilized to think universes started as pretty much nothing surges of stars and build up, step by step creating long-term. To be sure, these universe breakers demonstrated us wrong. Right when the Webb data and high-go photos from the telescope opened up in July 2022, experts were blown away. They were stunned when they saw these universes as gigantic signs of light, scrutinizing their own interpretation of the data. The sudden appearance of these gigantic things like they should have been found stunned everyone. By using spectroscopic methods to inspect light across different frequencies, scientists can reveal significant information about these universes, like their structure, size, and distance from Earth. Charmed that this memorable disclosure wasn't to be sure even on the first right on the money, the rundown of things specialists expected to find with the James Webb Telescope, it outperformed all suspicions and spread out a lot quicker than anticipated. There's even a probability that a piece of the things found using Webb data may be something totally exceptional. While most are sensible universes, potentially a couple could be concealed superenormous dull openings. Here is the enchanting part. The known mass of stars known to humanity is as of now acknowledged to truly rely upon different times more than we as of late thought. This disclosure is as yet staggering, whether or not we ponder only half of the model in the INM. The new disclosures base on 4 universes with red moves more imperative than 10. This infers they are truly far away. The Hubble Space Telescope as of late spotted 2 of these universes, and their red movements were attested to be 10.38 and 11.58. Other than the JWST progressed significant extragalactic study, JADES is an intense program that has been apportioned over a month of the telescope's time. It will likely give an amazing start to finish investigate the early universe. In 2015, a consortium of instrument bunches proposed this endeavor, forming an overall association known as JADES, including an inordinate 80 cosmologists, additionally specialists from 10 special nations. Beginning with NCAM, the JADES program committed over the course of 10 days of mission time to seeing a bit of the sky, including the Hubble Ultra-Significant Field for north of years. Cosmologists have been researching this neighborhood using different gigantic telescopes. By focusing on the field in 9 different infrared recurrence bunches, the JADES bunch made an excellent exposure, very nearly 100,000 distant frameworks each billion of light-years away. Then, using the NPEC spectrograph, the scientists accumulated light from 250 feeble universes during a 3-day seeing period. This engaged them to reveal the properties of the gas and stars inside these universes and get definite redshift values. With these assessments, stargazers can choose the inalienable brightness of the universes and measure the amount of stars they contain. This thinks about a broad evaluation of universe game plan after some time. Indeed, even without direct data on their introductory improvement stages, concentrating on frameworks can be just comparably trying as getting a handle on individuals. The early periods of stars fundamentally influence the destiny of universes, comparative as how our tiny experiences shape our lives. This is a phenomenal time in history when the earth-shattering capabilities of the Webb telescope are tending to different requests about grandiose frameworks. NASA's Significant Space Observatory Telescope is modifying our appreciation of the universe and revealing a motherlode of new disclosures. The James Webb Space Telescope, a pioneer in consistent investigation, is outfitting us with astonishing encounters into universes, planets, stars, and other captivating endless quirks. Shipped off in December 2021 and expected to work for a long while, Webb is basically leaving on its boundless experience, outperforming the standards set by its precursor, the Hubble Space Telescope. Webb has gotten the inventive brain of scientists and the public the same, moving a deluge of intelligent energy. People in general are restlessly adjusting the telescope's unrefined data. It is staggering to share photos and acquiring new perspectives. Following an immaculate sending process, Webb stunned us with its critical photographs in mid-July, permitting us a phenomenal viewpoint on our universe's crowd points. With the help of its high-level infrared telescope, we can research the farthest frameworks in groundbreaking subtlety and peer into the profundities of the past. Not long in the wake of going Webb-based in late June 2022, Webb's solid instruments started revealing thousands of in advanced dark universes, more seasoned and the sky is the limit from their distant than some other time in later memory imagined. Other than the telescope's capacities enable analysts to accumulate abundant light from divine articles, for instance, exoplanets and baby stars, revealing their courses of action and following their directions through space. This overflow of data is currently uncovering amazing bits of knowledge concerning the barometrical associations of planets tracked down many light a long time from Earth, showing their natural bearableness. Yet, notwithstanding that, by separating faint traces of light from the universe's earliest stages, the James Webb Space Telescope has potentially perceived the generally settled dull opening at any point saw. This very monstrous dull opening, with a mass 9 million times that of the Sun, lives at the focal point of a youthful framework that outlined 570 million years after the introduction of the universe. On account of major areas of strength for Webb prepared for thinking back in order to the universe's earliest minutes, this extraordinary disclosure offers insights into the colossal sunrise when different dark openings filled in size all through the range of a billion years following the enormous blast. The starting points and development of these bewildering endless components remain mysteries that puzzle cosmologists. Some of these tremendous grandiosities communicate light perceptible by telescopes, made by the contact of material spiraling into their gravitational void. These articles, known as powerful grandiose centers, e.g. supergigantic dark openings or quasars, are billions of times more gigantic than the Sun, exuding serious blasts of light trillions of times more splendid than the most wonderful stars. They address as far as possible sort of AG. As analysts experience further into the universe, they can get light from more far-away sources, giving investigates earlier periods of the universe. The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, uses its mid-infrared instrument and close-infrared camera to check the sky, looking for dull openings. Its innate spectrographs then free the light range into different frequencies, allowing scientists to analyze the data. During their assessments, scientists made an imperative disclosure. The warmed material, including a dark opening, created faint traces of radiation across the universe. By exploring these touchy flashes from the universe's beginning, they distinguished a frightening flood among the frequencies introduced inside the light, giving critical pieces of information into the limitless cycles at play. The quick appearance of dark openings in our youthful universe remains confidential. Scientists continue with their journey for significantly more energetic beginning phase dark openings, which are acknowledged to have molded soon after the enormous blast or maybe impressively earlier. Regardless, these inconspicuous articles have yet to be viewed. At the same time, two essential explanations exist for the flood of dark openings in the ongoing universe. A single opportunity is that they are leftovers of monstars that molded significantly more rapidly than the stars we notice today. Then again, it's proposed that thick surges of gas startlingly collapse to shape these jumbling singularities in spacetime. A more probable circumstance involves a populous 3-star, a hypothetical class of stars that emerged around 200 million years after the tremendous blast, fundamentally made from hydrogen and helium. Such a star would have exploded, leaving a dark opening. In this way, the dark opening would have filled in size by rapidly assembling matter at a rate outperforming security. Specialists are collaborating with the bunch behind the advancement of MIRI to focus on the faraway framework's light and search for additional signs about the advancement of the perplexing dark opening at its center. Scientists have also investigated the start periods of the universe and saw the improvement of a protopack including 7 working together frameworks. This pack, found by the Hubble Space Telescope, is the most distant world pack recognized by researchers. Entertainments suggest it will eventually become quite possibly of the most prepared and greatest acknowledged astronomical framework bunches in the universe, with a mass practically on numerous occasions more prominent than that of our smoothway world. While the fundamental exposure of these universes was made by the Hubble Space Telescope, it lacked a variant to officially gauge the distances between them, regardless of their game plan along a similar view. Imagine being high above Los Angeles and glancing through a telescope. You could see Phoenix, Dallas, and Atlanta, but you could never have the haziest thought regarding the specific distances separating. That's what it's like, to the point that, as it might, on account of the James Webb Telescope, we got to see a considerably more clear picture. Such gatherings, according to specialists, are extremely exceptional and testing to track down. Even though it's doubtful that the JWST will find another phenomenal system like this, the future Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, set to ship off in mid-2027, will work on our ability to recognize framework packs in the early universe. Its wide region survey limits will beat the JWST by more than multiple times. Back to the disclosures made by the JWST. In the 1990s, cosmologists made huge exoplanet disclosures using moderate telescopes. We right now know of in excess of an additional 3,000 sun-based planets, though only 12 have been directly shot. Most exoplanets are far away, so much that we can see them when they travel in front of their host stars, causing a slight obscuring of light. Despite this, the JWST has changed the game. Using the telescope's coronagraphs got together with its cameras, channels, and other stuff, specialists can directly observe exoplanets. In 2017, the Circle Consortium made a critical disclosure by recognizing a planet called HIP 65426b using the Spectrometric High Dispersion Exoplanet Investigation Instrument.